I will leave you with this. At the weigh-ins for the Dirty Boxing event this past Friday, the one in Miami, John Jones now, it has been announced as a part owner. There was a bit of a chant in attendance. You know we love the Tommy Aspinall chant. Here's John reacting to a chant at the weigh-ins. You're on his mind there, Tommy. You see that? You're on his mind.
He looks a bit uncomfortable there. He looks a bit awkward.
You know what? He's right. You are an asshole, Tom. You are an asshole for that response.
I'm just being. I mean, everyone's an asshole sometimes, especially me. So I don't take offence to it. But yeah, he did look a bit uncomfortable to me. He looks a bit awkward.
Oh God.
He looks a bit uncomfortable there. He looks a bit awkward.
You know what? He's right. You are an asshole, Tom. You are an asshole for that response.
I'm just being. I mean, everyone's an asshole sometimes, especially me. So I don't take offence to it. But yeah, he did look a bit uncomfortable to me. He looks a bit awkward.
The tension between John Jones and Tom Aspinall has reached new heights, with Aspinall openly mocking the UFC legend. In a recent viral moment, he called out Jones for looking uncomfortable at a weigh-in event. The clip has sparked massive reactions, fueling speculation about their heated rivalry. John Jones, widely regarded as one of the greatest UFC fighters of all time, recently made headlines at the weigh-ins for the Dirty Boxing event in Miami. As part owner of the promotion, Jones appeared on stage, but his presence drew unexpected attention when the crowd reacted with a chant. The moment quickly went viral, not just because of the audience's reaction, but due to how Jones responded. Tom Aspinall, recited the Floridian crowd, with Jones clapping along to the chant and even bowing to the audience as he laughed. "I love you guys." Meanwhile, Tom Aspinall, the UFC interim heavyweight champion, has been vocal about his desire to fight Jones. The two have exchanged words before, with Aspinall pushing for a title unification bout. Seeing Jones's reaction at the event, Aspinall wasted no time in commenting on it. He playfully mocked Jones for looking uncomfortable and awkward, adding more fuel to their ongoing rivalry. This latest exchange has only intensified the debate over whether Jones and Aspinall will finally clash inside the octagon. The ongoing rivalry between John Jones and Tom Aspinall has captivated the MMA community, with both fighters exchanging jabs both inside and outside the octagon. Beyond Aspinall's recent mockery of Jones's viral clips, several other developments have fueled this intense competition. At UFC London, Aspinall took his taunting to a new level by brandishing a rubber duck when the cameras focused on him during the broadcast. This playful gesture was a clear jab at Jones, insinuating that the heavyweight champion was ducking a potential fight with him. The incident was widely covered, highlighting Aspinall's frustration with the stalled negotiations.
In the house with Vasily Taporia, and that man's looking for a fight. What does that mean? The interim heavyweight champion.
One personality in particular who talked about this whole rivalry was none other than Chael Sonnen, who is known for his no-nonsense approach to matters like these. According to a video posted on his Instagram account, the former champion stated how these shenanigans pulled off by Tom are not suitable for a fighter of his caliber.
Tom showed up at a UFC and he pulled out a rubber duck. And the rubber duck is to represent John Jones ducking him. This man is rich and he's famous. He can afford a really good-looking duck. He pulls out one like you would get in a Happy Meal. It probably had a wholesale value of somewhere around 15 cents. He's in a $5,000 seat, and the prop of choice that he elected to go with is a 15-cent duck. This was great stuff. $10,000 is my rate. You see me doing videos, putting somebody over, $10,000 is what I charge him for that video. Tom just got one on the house, and all it cost him was a 15-cent plastic duck.
Jones shared a photo of the promotional ad with a barely noticeable message claiming that he is ducking Tom Aspinall. Championship Rounds shared a screenshot tweeting, "John Jones accidentally posted a screenshot of his promo last night that said, 'I am ducking Tom Aspinall' in the bottom left corner." Moving on, Tom Aspinall has publicly accused Jon Jones of conning the public by avoiding a fight with him. Aspinall asserts that Jones is deliberately stalling negotiations to evade challenging matchups, further fueling the controversy surrounding their potential bout. Speaking to Logan Paul on the Impulsive podcast, Aspinall didn't hold back. "Jon is conning the public, man," Aspinall said. "I'm not disputing that he's an amazing fighter, but do I think he's scared to take the tough fights at this stage in his career? Absolutely." According to Aspinall, the pattern mirrors what happened with Francis Ngannou, who left the UFC during Jones's move up from light heavyweight. Aspinall added that Jones is trying to manipulate the media and fans with his moves, although the interim champion acknowledged Jones's mastery at it. "I can respect it, but if you're going to ask me the straight up question, is Jon Jones afraid to fight me? The honest answer would be yes. The way he manipulates the media and the public is super smart," Aspinall said. Former UFC double champion Daniel Cormier also weighed in on the escalating tensions, warning Aspinall about the risks of antagonizing Jones. Cormier suggested that Aspinall's tactics might backfire, potentially motivating Jones to elevate his performance. This perspective added another layer to the ongoing narrative between the two fighters. Speaking on his Good Guy, Bad Guy show, Cormier alluded to Aspinall entering the Jones fight with an inflated ego and dealing with the consequences if it didn't go as easy as planned. "He's very mean, he's durable, he's hard to fight," Cormier remarked, and Tom Aspinall is going to find that out, right? "I love the duck, I love all the fun, I love all of that, but at the end of the day, when you get in there with that dude, don't start rethinking things," he added. Further adding onto his statement, Cormier explained, "Because you start rethinking things in there with that dude, he's gonna run right through you. You cannot start going, 'Hey man, it's a little harder than I thought,' because he is going to put it on you." The war of words escalated when Jon Jones responded with a vulgar remark. Aspinall did an interview with Sport Bible where he accused Jones of dodging a fight with him. "Fight dodging," Aspinall said. "That would have to be Jon Jones, wouldn't it? We know he's trying to fight old man Stipe Miocic. Well, he's gonna fight Stipe Miocic. He's the fight dodger around here." Jones fired back at Aspinall's assertion in the comment section of the interview. He did not hold back. "This dude literally has my large black in his mouth every week." Jones replied, "I'm flattered. I absolutely guarantee he will not win more world championships than me. That's truly all that matters at the end of the day. There's been many champions, no one like me. I sleep good at night." Although Jones later deleted the comment, the exchange highlighted the growing animosity between the two fighters. Meanwhile, Jon Jones has recently offered an encouraging update regarding his anticipated bout with Tom Aspinall. Discussions for this unification fight commenced in November, with Jones initially demanding a substantial payment, which appeared to be a potential obstacle. However, Jones has now reached an agreement with the UFC, confirming that the fight will take place. UFC President Dana White has also indicated that the matchup is essentially confirmed, though an official announcement with a specific date has yet to be made. The UFC aims for the fight to headline UFC 317 in Las Vegas on June 28th, although Jones reportedly seeks 6 months to prepare. Jones last fought in November 2024, while Aspinall's most recent fight was in July 2024. Former UFC middleweight champion Michael Bisping has called for Jon Jones to either fight Tom Aspinall soon or retire. Jones, the UFC heavyweight champion, has been avoiding a fight with interim champion Aspinall, instead targeting former light heavyweight champion Alex Pereira. Bisping, sympathetic to Aspinall's situation, insists Jones should fight him as Aspinall is at the peak of his career and has already defended his interim title. "Not that Tom wants any sympathy from me, but I really feel for the guy," the TNT Sports UFC pundit said. "He's in the prime of his life. He should be fighting regularly. He's in the gym every day. He's very humble." Reports suggest Jones needs 6 months to prepare for the fight, but Bisping argues this is unnecessary and believes the UFC may strip Jones of his title if he delays further. Bisping emphasizes that any other sport would strip a champion for not fighting a mandatory challenger, and that delaying runs the risk of Jones appearing fearful of potential defeat. "Jones has had an incredible career. I don't know what Jones is playing at," Bisping added. "I heard a rumor that he's worried about getting knocked out." Right, he is the interim champion of the world. He's defended the interim championship status. The heavyweight champion of the world fought in November. Why they haven't made this matchup is beyond me. However, Bisping believes if Jones is to wait that amount of time, then the UFC should strip him of his title. Amid all these speculations, Tom Aspinall is increasingly frustrated with the delays in finalizing his heavyweight unification bout against Jon Jones. The historic match has been in discussion since November last year, with talks making progress earlier this month when Jones reportedly reached an agreement with the UFC. The Wigan Warrior told One-on-One MMA, "So we need to find out who the guy, the real heavyweight champion is. If it's not Jon Jones, get out the way. I'll take the title. I'll fight someone else. Happy days." When asked when he wants the unification bout to take place, he replied, "ASAP as soon as possible." Sunsport understands Dana White and the rest of the UFC brass tentatively earmarked Jones versus Aspinall for UFC 317 on June 28th, and Aspinall is more than happy to headline the promotion's International Fight Week card against the former pound-for-pound king. I like it, the 31-year-old said. "Anytime sounds good for me, but I'm ready to go whenever I've told them, the UFC, that as well." However, progress has stalled. Aspinall is eager to proceed, stating he would take the title and fight someone else if Jones isn't ready. The UFC tentatively scheduled their fight for June 28th during International Fight Week, which suits Aspinall. However, Jon Jones wants 6 months to prepare, potentially pushing the bout to September. UFC President Dana White remains confident that the fight will happen, describing it as potentially the biggest in UFC history. Jon Jones, the reigning UFC heavyweight champion, could set a new record for the longest title reign currently held by Cain Velasquez. Jones has been the champion for 750 days since winning the title in March 2023, and would need to avoid fighting Tom Aspinall until at least August 18th, 2025, to surpass Velasquez's 896-day record. Despite pressure from the MMA community and UFC CEO Dana White's assurance that a bout with Aspinall is inevitable, Jones has yet to express interest in the fight. According to Chael Sonnen, UFC heavyweight champion Jon Jones won't hesitate to say yes when presented with an official offer to fight Tom Aspinall this year. Aspinall has pushed for a unification showdown with Jones since winning interim gold in November 2023. The Brit made the most of the cancellation of Jones's planned defense against Stipe Miocic by knocking out Sergey Pavlovich on short notice. But in a video posted to his Instagram account, Sonnen dismissed any suggestion that his former rival will have rejected any offers from the UFC.
My permission as the greatest insider in the sport, Jon will not turn that fight down. Jon has not been offered that fight. That's the monster in the closet that people don't seem to want to be true. There has not been a suggestion of a date or a venue, not yet, in a phone call to Jon where his opponent would be Tom for the undisputed title. If you believe that Jon Jones is refusing to do those things, you're wrong. He's not yet been presented with that offer.
Discourse surrounding the potential bout between Jon Jones and Tom Aspinall is multifaceted, encompassing negotiations, public statements, and strategic considerations. As stakeholders navigate these complexities, the MMA community remains eager for a resolution that could lead to one of the most significant heavyweight clashes in UFC history.